Hi YouTube, thank you so much for clicking onto my video. Welcome to those who are new and welcome back to those who are returning. And on today's topic, I want to discuss about how God wants you to express yourself to Him. A lot of Christians, we go through life feeling like that we may be a burden to God, that asking Him for difficult things or bringing our emotions to Him is unacceptable. We may feel like God is too busy to hear our problems, is too busy to hear when we're having a bad day. We only bring the good things to God, like when we have a good day, when we have a raise. But when things are tough, we tend to withdraw from God. We tend to keep things to ourselves. But as we do this, it tends to happen that we grow a bit bitter toward God. And that's because we're bottling up all these emotions toward Him that we have deep down, but we're kind of pushing it under the rug. And as an example, I would say, like, if you're someone who has been praying to God for something like over and over again, and we don't see that result happen, we tend to not bring it up to Him anymore, and then we build up resentment rather than going to Him and expressing how we feel about that. We go to God for what we want. We may pray for other people, but when do we ever bring our feelings to Him? God really cares about our feelings. It's not something that we should push under the rug because He made our feelings. He has feelings Himself. And as you can see in the Bible, there's many times when He expressed His own feelings in the Bible. And I would just say that that is an invitation for us to also express our feelings to Him. And the best examples that I could give of us expressing our feelings to God is if you go over to the Psalms. And David, he did not hold back in how he felt about things, about the hard times he was going through. He spoke to God about everything and anything, and nothing was off the table. And in the beginning of his Psalms, he would express how, like, the time that he's going through is really tough. He feels like his enemies are gonna outwit him. But toward the end of the Psalms, he always remembered to uplift God and remember Him as God, that He is sovereign, that everything is under God's control. And I feel like that's something we should do too, that we should go to God and express our feelings to Him, even if it's tough, even if it may be feelings of anger, of bitterness toward God. We should express that and let that out, because holding it in will just make us build and build and build until we explode toward God. And usually when we explode, it's usually manifests in a way of us turning away from God, of us not going to church, of us not praying anymore, of us not giving tithe anymore because He didn't answer your prayer of increased income and whatnot. And instead of going to that extreme, how about you listen to His invitation to come to Him and express your feelings toward Him? And I would just say, if you have any feelings toward Him that may be negative, but you're just burying it down because you feel like it's sinful for you to express those feelings, I would just say to just trust that He knows how to handle your emotions. Your emotions are not too heavy for Him to carry. In the Bible, it says, "Come to me, all you who are heavily laden, and He will give you rest." And I would just say that is just like the open door to just go to Him and just lay out everything. Even if you think that what you're laying down before Him is too negative, too sinful, I would just say do it anyways. And it's only the spirit of religion that would keep you from being open to God, because God is personal. He wants to be as close to you as He was with David, as He was with Jesus when He was on earth. He doesn't desire to be have a distance toward you. He wants to be just like this toward you. And you can only be like this towards somebody if you guys are like understanding each other's feelings. And a lot of us bury our feelings that we have toward God because we feel like it's unacceptable. So you might even not think you have anything negative about him because it's so buried. But I would just say in your time of prayer, just to ponder on some things, some disappointments you may have had toward God, and just lay all that out before him and tell him how those disappointments made you feel. Tell him how angry you were when such and such happened. Like, leave nothing out. Because in the word it also says, worry about nothing but pray about everything. And that means to just bring everything to him. And I just feel like God really wants his children to be more comfortable with expressing themselves to him. Like, he doesn't want robotic kids. He doesn't want kids that come to him after they've rehearsed something, because that's not a real connection. God wants a real and tight connection with you, because you are his daughter, you are his son, and he wants that relationship with you. But you just have to come to him with that heavy heart and trust him to carry that heaviness that you've been carrying. And I would just say comment down below if this has helped you in any way, if you related to this at all. And I would just say comment down below, God can handle my emotions. It's just a reminder for you that God is big enough to carry your emotions, to carry your burdens. Because God could literally carry the whole earth in the palm of his hands. I'm sure he can carry your emotions because he made them and he knows how you're feeling already, even before you go to him. So you're really not losing anything. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I pray you have a great day. And if you don't have anything to comment at all, I would just say just to leave a heart and I'll give you a heart back. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Bye.